Hi, welcome to the Power and Motion YouTube channel. I'm Nick, and today we are revisiting the iGo Camillien after 3 years of this bike being out now. This bike has officially been branded as a gravel bike now. It's probably one of the most affordable electric gravel bikes you will find on the market. There is quite a few changes they've made to the bike over the couple years. So come ride with me today and we'll find out more. Hi, welcome to the Power and Motion YouTube channel. I'm Nick, and today we're revisiting the iGo Camillien. This bike has been out for about 3 years, and it's still one of our favorites. So come ride with me today, and we'll find out more. This is the iGo Aspire Camillien, iGo's official gravel bike. Now, this guy has been an excellent seller over the last 3 years, and people who have this tend to love it. It's a sort of a boost-oriented bike, so it's not going to like tow you up the hills, but it's going to give you enough juice to get you to and from where you need to go, wherever you want to go. Some key differences from this year's model from last year's is a couple electronics as well as some very key mechanical components. This year's display is different from last year's. It's larger, it's non-colored, but it's incredibly easy to read in daylight conditions. So you always know how fast you're going, what your trip is, and how much assist you're looking for on the bike. The bike is now officially running the WTB Radlers, which are an outstanding gravel tire. They're going to keep you glued in looser gravel conditions, but also still have a great rolling resistance on pavement, allowing you to ride easily and quickly wherever you need to go. The biggest mechanical difference between this year's model and last year's is the 2x10 microshift drivetrain. Now, the levers are different as well as the derailleur itself, and the derailleur is where it makes all the difference. This derailleur is more akin to a mountain bike derailleur as it has a clutch, so that way the chain doesn't slap around when you're riding even in the roughest conditions. It stays firm, stays tight, and allows the best power transfer possible when riding in the choppiest gravel. Another key difference in the cockpit is the microshift levers. Now, these are a paddle and thumb oriented shifter, where the previous Shimano Sora shifters were just paddle based. So you would shift the paddle, where these ones you can actuate differently, allowing you to keep a tighter grip on the levers when riding rougher terrain. The last major difference between this year's model and last year's is it uses the new iGo Ride app, which allows you to easily adjust the class of the bike on the fly. From the previous iGo Connect app, you are able to change this from a class 1, 2, or 3 based on your local regulations, making it a much more flexible bike for those who travel around a lot. Now to go over some similarities from last year's model. Still have the great 36 volt 10.5 amp hour battery, which puts out a range of anywhere from 70 to 90 kilometers depending on your rider and terrain. You have the great Bafang 250 watt hub drive motor, which it's quite punchy, so it's wound for more speed. So once you're up to speed, it keeps putting out the power you want, but from stop, it's going to give you that boost, that push up any hill that you want to throw it at. Comes with the same great stock flat pedals. A lot of our customers have been switching to clipless pedals, and that allows them to get the more road bike aspect or gravel bike aspect out of this bike despite the drops. The drop handlebars are also great for any kind of terrain you want to ride. They're tight enough that they can weave through traffic if you so need, but they're wide enough that they give you the traction and control that you'd want in those looser terrain conditions. The iGo Aspire Camillien, just like all the Aspire bikes, come in 2 frame sizes, this being the larger of the 2. This is the 21-inch, which is great for riders about my height, like 5'10" and up, where the small medium is a 19-inch frame, and that's more preferable for shorter riders under 5'10". But it is something you have to try and ride because the reach can be different from every rider, especially with the standover height on the large being quite tall. You might want to try it before you buy it. Riders of the iGo Aspire Camillien are usually like weekday commuters and then weekend shredders. They usually have a ride group on the weekend that they can take this pretty much anywhere, whether that's road riding or gravel riding, or maybe you just want a bit more adventure out of your life. These are great bikes for bike packing if you wanted an electric assist bike. You can mount up racks on the front and rear, so you can really load this bike up with a lot of weight, and then that electric assist is going to get you to your destination much easier than if you were running an analog bike. The Aspire Camillien is also great for those looking for a lightweight bike. The reason people get this bike is because it's the lightest one that we actually sell, being 40 pounds altogether. With the battery and the bike, it's almost as heavy as like a normal mountain bike in a lot of ways. It's really easy to ride like normal, especially with that 2x10 drivetrain. It's going to give you all the push that you'll need off the start and when you're up to speed. So to summarize, the iGo Aspire Camillien is an excellent gravel bike. It's designed for those looking for a lightweight e-bike that's going to give them the boost to get anywhere and everywhere. It's going to give you the adventure capabilities with its gravel tires, and it's going to give you the reliability of a 2x10 drivetrain. If you have any questions about the iGo Camillien or want to know more, feel free to contact us at poweredmotion.ca. Thanks for riding with me today, and have a great one. So that's the iGo Camillien, iGo's best electric gravel bike. With its great offerings, with its new microshift 10-speed transmission, as well as the brand new iGo Ride app, this bike has more to offer than it ever has. The WTB tires will keep you glued even in the toughest gravel. So thanks for riding with me today, and have a great one.